What are you doing, my dude? Just don't count.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as here guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now back to throw.
And 7.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Benedict. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
41. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Benedict. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down now, Benedict.
Motherfucker.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
He's gonna run the ball on me like that? I got you, dude.
There. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw on 2nd down, Faulkner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Faulkner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got
Get the
there.
fuck out of here on that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Lions 1st down.
Off the play fake. Faulkner, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. From the gun, Faulkner.
This fucking lag, man.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Bullshit. He's wide open, and the game's going to skip and do bullshit. Man, fuck this game.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete.
And I knew it was where it's going.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Here's Pollard. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Man, it's so loud.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Faulkner. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll run on first down. Groves. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Faulkner. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Let's go.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
Let's make it a stop here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Faulkner. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Saints' 20-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down, Detroit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercept. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Lions.
On 1st down, Groves. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Off play action. Faulkner looking for the end zone. And that will be
this fucking lag, man.
Showing 18 seconds now to go. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Off the play fake. Faulkner. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Faulkner. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Let's go, Bucks.
Makes the score Lions 23. Saints
I feel an interception and I score off of it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Benedict. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield.
Give me the right dude.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle.
2nd and 15. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
I should have went inside on that. I knew better.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This lag
the Lions
is
punter
getting
now,
ridiculous.
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be corralled right around
Why
the
are you
34.
telling me
That's definitely what the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Benedict. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 80.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Football cleats or track smarts because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
For the extra point.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throw in a quick slant, going to be complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. On second down now, Benedict. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Lions pressure. He's brought down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Groves. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Brought down at the 30-yard.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, Faulkner. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 on the play.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On first down, Groves. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1. Play action. Faulkner. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. They'll run on first down. Groves. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Faulkner. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Faulkner. And that is incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing for drive, and he's got it complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down.
And play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benedict. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, Groves. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Groves, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Groves. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to run up and tackle him.
Well, and it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.